Good day, good people. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now, this is actually the second time that I am doing this video today because when I was recording the first time, my mom called me and it threw off the audio and the video. So it looked like a old school Asian movie where I'm sitting here talking and then my mannerisms are delayed. So I gotta be, perfect at times, and this is one of those times where I gotta do it. And this is an impromptu Tuesday content because I'm doing it on Sunday. Why am I doing it on Sunday? Because I got called into work Monday and Tuesday, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. So I'm recording it now. Me and my son just got back from watching the new Captain America movie. It was decent, Is it worth the watch? I think so. If you're into the MCU, you see I am. I got on my Black Panther hoodie. But let's get to it, man. So today we are talking about the 7 cures to a lean person. We're gonna knock out the first and the second one, okay? So, as you know, the king of Babylon had enlisted Arcad to teach 100 teachers in the Temple of Learning on his tricks to the trade, on how to become wealthy so they can teach all of the people in Babylon so they can become the richest city in the world. So we're going to start off with the first cure, which is start thy purse to fattening. So as they are in the Temple of Learning, Arcad is going around asking people what they do for a living. So the first person he asked told him that he is a scribe and he carves records on clay tablets. Now, if you've been watching the content, you know that was Arcad's first job. So Arcad replies to this gentleman, I did the same thing, and we both have the opportunity to build a fortune, meaning we started at the same place, and even though you're not as successful as I am a prime example of being in the same position in life, but certain decisions that I made helped me elevate my life, and you can do it too. So he also asked another guy, and he says he's a butcher and he sells to stay-at-home moms and other people who reside in the city. And he tells them, hey, you also have an advantage to succeed. Now, what does he mean by this? Well, after he finished asking everybody what they do for a living, he says, listen, you guys all have trades and labors, right? And they're like, yeah, we do. Well, he says, then why not use this money to build wealth? You guys are earning money, so it's not like it's a scarcity of money. You're just not utilizing money the way that you should. So the first suggestion that Arcad tells them is this. For every 10 coins, you keep 9 in your purse and use that 1 coin for the things that you need to buy, right? So the reason why is so they can get in the habit, in the feeling of walking around Babylon with coins in their purse, and it's making noise, it's clickety-clackety, and it's not empty. So it's kind of like having that aspiration and that motivation when you know for a fact that you have money on you, have coins on you, have gold on you, and you're not walking around broke. And if you want, you can buy certain things, right? So that's the reason why he told them to do that. And having that money also puts you in a mindset of this. Well, would you rather have more gold, lands, and herds instead of buying things that don't matter, like jewels and food, stuff that's just gonna go away like that? And when you buy things like more gold, more land, more herd, you're able to put your money to work. You can sit there and invest, and even though you're purchasing things, you're going to get a return on that. So the first thing is, for each 10 coins you put in, you use 1 to buy whatever is necessary, and you keep 9. Okay, so that was the first cure. The second cure was this: control thy expenditures, right? We all know what that means. Living at your means, not beyond them, okay? So a student stands up and asks Arcad, look, if I can only spend 1 of the 10 coins, how can I afford things that I need to buy? And Arcad asked the whole class, yesterday, didn't you guys just tell me that you have skills and trades that earn you coins, earn you gold? And they replied, yes. And Arcad says, even though we're in different skills and trades and we get paid differently, we all call necessary expenses. We have these things called necessary expenses. Do not confuse it with desires, because some of you have more desires than what you can afford. Meaning, a lot of people, of course, want to have the nice cars, the big houses, the availability to take these luxury trips, but you're on a, Spirit Airline, Toyota Corolla, bracket as far as what your social economic class is and how much money you make and the totem pole that you sit on when it comes to being wealthy. You're not, in the upper echelon, the 1%ers, right? You might be middle class, or you could just be middle class poor, or just poor. So that's basically what he meant, okay? So once you realize that, then you can actually do a self-evaluation, which means you can start limiting your lifestyle. Yes, everybody has things that they want, but when you start tapping into your logical part of your brain, you know that you cannot afford certain things, even though that you want them. So with that being said, you also have to keep in mind that you're only supposed to touch 1 coin out of the 10, okay? So then another student stands up and says, look, I'm a free man. I don't want to become a slave to a budget. That would take away the pleasures from my life. And Arcad had a great response to this. He comes up with an analogy, and he says, look, if a donkey is going on a trail run, does the donkey need to pack up jewels, rugs, and heavy gold? No, he would not. He would need hay, grain, and a bag of water. Now, what does Arcad mean? You only need the necessity things in order to survive. Food, clothes, and shelter, okay? Now, budgeting is not a bad thing, because budgeting allows you to live amongst your means, and it also allows you to fatten your purse, to stack up, to have a lot of money in the bank. All right, so how good would it feel knowing that once you get your direct deposit, right, you're only spending a small portion on your bills, food, clothes, and necessity things, and what you net is all yours. It's all yours. You don't sit here and have to balance, your account over and over again, because once you realize that you only need the necessity things, and it's better to stack your money up than to spend it all and have to keep track on all of your spending and all of your transactions, what a wonderful feeling that is, right? So he tells the dude, look, budgeting is for fattening the purse. It's okay to want things, but you must prioritize spending your money on the necessities than the things that you desire. And that's where I stopped at, man. And I think that's something that we all struggle with. I know I struggled with it for a long time because, as you know, I got a Mercedes-Benz and a BMW. Even though that they old, right? They are very expensive to maintain. And once I really got to a point in my life where I realized that I had spent so much money on cars. Honestly, guys, I've spent probably over $100,000 on vehicles over the course of 10, 15 years. Now, if I would have had the knowledge that I had then that I have now, there's no way I would have been spending money on these things because I didn't get a return on that. And I'm never going to get that money back. That's why I told myself, hey, enough. Enough is enough. You got 2 luxury vehicles, regardless if they're older, they're yours, they're paid off, you don't owe anybody. And now, even though it's a depreciating asset, it's still an asset. So if I fall on hard times, I could easily cash out if I needed some money, even though I'm not going to need it. Okay, because I have my 6 months worth of savings, I have a rainy day fund, I have investments, I'm good to go. So all I'm doing now is building. But guys, the 2 things, man, that I took away from this portion of the chapter is, of course, listen, spend a minimum amount of your money. You get a certain amount of money, 10%, man, is all you need to spend. If you can wing it, right? And the second thing, of course, is control your expenditures, meaning not living beyond your means. The hardest thing that we all struggle on a daily basis to deal with, but you can do it. You just have to have the wherewithal, the discipline to do so. And when you do find out that you can do it, just stay consistent at it no matter what, okay? There is always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. There's going to be a means to an end. All right, you might have these things that you desire, but always remember there's steps to everything. You can get it, you just might have to wait for it. All right, well, that's the Tuesday content. I'm going to finish hanging out with my little one before I got to put him to bed, and I got to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Also, man, check out those morning PSAs, man. I do it 6 days a week. Quick workout video just to get you guys motivated. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all who follow the content, who watch the content on a regular basis. And if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.